So small. Hi, welcome to Honkai Impact Part 2, second day for the D2, day 2. I completely forgot where we left off last time, but it looks like we are looking for Song Q. Let's see what they want from us. Oh right, oh that is some things I remember, which is that we are Dream Seeker, at least that's our name, and we're in an alternative universe, or a better word it is, bubble universe. And a bubble universe that technically isn't in the same, world as the original Honkai Impact game, which I find kind of disconcerting, honestly. I thought it was going to be in the same world and everything. But who knows, maybe it'll all make sense as we play. Let's see if today we get any more answer. The characters certainly don't go as fast as, Wait, where are we supposed to go? Is that where we're going? Oh no, that's where we're going. Can we teleport here? Yes. Perfect. What was I saying? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. My bad. I'll say it as I remember it. I got distracted by the fact that I forgot about teleportation shortcuts that we have now.
你们已经这么要好了吗？
人家好客，礼尚往来嘛。所以，你们两个这是怎么回事啊？
准确来说，这的确也属于科学考察。被卷进来之后，我和克拉丽很快就会合了。我们之间的通讯器在这里也能使用，算是意外之喜。于是。 在确认了这里作为世界炮的性质后，我们开始在附近勘测生命信号，试着找到你们。没想到，却误打误撞来到了这里。当地的居民还算友善，而且对世界炮之外的旅客似乎也并不惊讶。所以，克拉丽想对这里进行一定程度的考察。
对考察工作来说，意外也是计划的一部分。
还记得那些把我们卷入其中的黑色物质吗？ 在这里，它是一种近似于货币的存在。据说，通过一种被称为维吉的仪式，人们的恐惧会由一个神神秘秘的家伙加以回收，而在仪式结束之后，他们就能够应有尽有。似乎是这样。所以，克拉丽提议先参与到他们的日常生活里，收集一些恐惧来试试看。也就是你们见到的这个摊位。
那成果怎么样？很顺利。 这种飞刀对赫利亚来说毫无威胁，想躲过去轻而易举。但所以在尝试投掷的时候，他们还是吓得双手发抖，没有一个敢真的出手。你们很有商业头脑嘛。
I feel like we've played this part before. Strange. I hope it didn't cut us back too far. Also, I was right with my theory. They really do use fear as a currency. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I'm proud of myself for making the guess. Maybe it's not something I should be proud of. It's very obvious. Anyways, I wonder if the theme is gonna be emotions then. Maybe every different multiverse we're gonna visit is going to use a different form of emotion to power their world. And the first stop is fear, which is quite interesting.
倒也没什么用，毕竟不是我们自己的恐惧。想要真正见到结果。 还是得等到危机开始才行。
所以，你们打听过那个进行危机的人吗？问过，但没什么参考价值。
提到这个话题，我们遇到的人总会带上一种很难形容的神情，说是讨厌又太轻，说是憎恶又太重。
那他们是怎么形容的？如同一座魔山那样，肥胖而又泥泞；如同一只狐狸那样，狡诈而又恶毒。 啊？
怎么了吗？
那他现在减肥还挺成功的嘛。 你见过？
那当然了，你明明也见过嘛。
朝云不归山，淋雨成川泽，胡白足欲东，焉念无一客。
魔山和狐狸不都齐了？走走走，我们直接去找他。
Sure, let's go find her.
土之属
Oh, yeah, you,
能
of
容
course.
坐孤击虚，坐孤击虚。招！
Oh my. Did you scare him? Is that the fear you're gathering?
搞定了。今天咱还要跑很多客户呢，就不多留了。啊，走之前咱还是多嘴提醒一句，影子可不是什么能存下的家当，指不定什么时候就自己散掉了。哪怕想省着点用，也先把它们换成实实在在的东西再说，落袋为安嘛。
Thank you, Nunu. Thank you for the head pats. So welcome to the stream.
你们来啦！哎呦，抱歉抱歉，本来正要去找你们的，结果被邻居拦住了。哎，围棋拖得太久，大家都有点着急了。所以你就是那个负责围棋的人？哎嘿嘿，虽然没明说，但我也没有刻意瞒着各位吧。毕竟拿得出手的事情也就那么几样，还是想等到合适的时候再卖弄。
我果然没猜错，虽然和和气气没什么架子，但你其实是个大人物嘛。
Hello, Drifter. Yeah, it's definitely a lot less punishing gray Ravenish. I'm glad we're back on the right channel. Back to Honkai Impact. Honestly, I have no idea where the story is going so far, but it's the start of all stories, isn't it? Let's get to the deep of it and find out, I suppose.
哪有，咱也是狐假虎威罢了。
Saying that, the girl raised a uniquely shaped object in her hands.
想要和影子做生意，还是得仰仗他呀。其貌不扬是吧？但
Onwards to Mars, Drifter. For no apparent reason, the girl stumbled in place, seemingly unable to bear the weight of the object in her hands.
其实就是我之前提到的法退啦，很了不得的。
Is the fear gathering conducted through it?
当然，真要在这条街里找，拿那些影子有法子的人，可一个都没有了。
不会吧，连你也不行？
这个嘛，只能说，好汉不提当年勇。
Is there any differences between this and the one I
一
have?
开始的时候恐怕没什么差别，如今嘛，就太钝了些。嗨，什么物件搁太久了，不都会这样吗？
也就是说，我的那一个也有机会变回过去的样子。
道理是这个道理，但睡着和死掉还是有所不同的。不过你真要有兴致啊，朝这个方向努力，倒也无妨。
Well, before Elon tries to help us, though, we must travel forwards. Yeah, I agree. Before we physically go there, we might as well experience it psychologically. See how our girls fare on that planet.
收集恐惧，看来确有其事。克拉丽，这会是量子之海的什么转换机制吗？
我更倾向于这里对恐惧的定义有所不同。
没什么不同吧，就是字面意思。只要你确实感到了害怕，那它就能被取出来。至于其中的门道，我也说不上来，只不过是照搬祖宗之法罢了。
那反过来说，危急的执行者其实是谁都可以。
嗨，除了迫不得已，一般人哪乐意和影子打交道呀？外面什么光景，你们不是也见过了吗？
即使这么多年过去了，他们也还是觉得影子和脏东西没什么两样。就连咱自己，也是2、3个月才跑这么一趟。平时嘛，还是干些咱自己的事儿，卜卦占梦，看相望坟，勉强混口饭吃。原来如此，宗教是自然法则的人类化，而巫术是人类行为的自然化。自从我认识他们的时候起，这位就喜欢说这些让人半懂不懂的啦。那反正维吉还差着不少人呢，要不你们跟着我一起去瞧瞧？要是遇上想一手交钱一手交货的，就没有那么神神叨叨啦。说不定他们还会再顺手送我们一点土特产。这就因人而异了吧。
Wondrous potato tea. Is that what he said?
那是
Those look like wanted posters
Huh?
from Star Rail, honestly. The art style they're drawn in, anyways.
没什么，只是在我家附近也有家店用着类似的标志，大概只是巧合。
哦，这样啊，会遇到什么有趣的事呢？开箱寻宝，多多益善。
I guess you really are a fortune teller then.
出发了。
Although this little boy's glowing. Actually, we're kind of glowing too. It might just be a graphical glitch.
会遇到什么有趣的事呢？
Everyone's glowing a little bit. Hello, little girl. What did
来
you
了来
want?
了，等着急了吧？马上就不会再害怕啦。
Oh, we're gathering your fear.
看上去似乎没什么特殊之处。
别急嘛，凡事都讲究个起承转合，现在这才哪儿到哪儿呀？
这一次，似乎比之前快了很多。
Thank you, Drifter. Yeah, there's some nice flowers from the garden. Roses, onions, and the red lilies. I'm not sure if they're water lilies or not. I think the water lilies are usually white. I'm not sure what the red lilies I have are called specifically.
当然啊，虽然听起来不合情理，但年纪越轻，害怕的东西也越少。而危急的关键，事实上在于……哎，对，慢慢来，慢慢来。
Slowly and slowly. That's your greatest fear? You fear bread?
哦，
Or is that what you wished for?
还蛮有天分的嘛，以后说不定可以当咱的徒弟。你走开啦，松雀奶奶。
Grandma?
妈妈说，除了
Grandma Songchun.
除了这时候，都不要和你说话。
Damn.
这
No
样
wonder
啊，
you are the one to collect fear. You strike fear in people. Easier to collect more.
也是，今时不同往日了嘛。各位，这就是围棋啦，怎么样？有没有兴趣亲自试试？
Depends. I've seen a few different colored water lilies. Damn, that's true. Lilies is such a interesting thing, man. They come in so many varieties. I have no idea what the lily family is like, but I know I think Lily of the Valley. There you go, that's the name. It's a very pretty lily, and it grows only in the freshest of water. It's a shame it's poisonous, though. So, gotta be careful with beautiful flowers.
难道这也是一种我还没有见过的根源物质的表现形式吗？
Emotions creating physical mask. In this case, a basket of bread.
可如果是这样的话，不对，还是先不要这么草率地做出判断了。
I do like how we're a scholar, though. We're actively thinking and studying the worlds that we're gonna visit.
这是怎么了？也对，还从没有外人见过咱廊丘是怎么做生意的，吃惊些也正常。不，我只是在想给自己变些什么东西出来。
Does it have to be food? Can I wish myself a motorcycle?
唉，难道你对什么东西都不会感到意外吗？ 意外当然意外了，但关键是有趣嘛。所以，不管什么东西都能用影子变出来吗？喂，你就别用那个名字叫我了吧。唉，也不是什么东西都能从影子里变出来，比如连你自己都无法想象的东西。原来如此，所以这条街道上的店铺，他们售卖的都是某种技巧，与原材料无关。看来你还没有注意到，在这里，你或许能找到餐厅，但却没有任何一家售卖蔬菜、面粉或者大米的店铺。我原本认为这里有某种特殊的供货途径，但现在看来，那只是因为他们应有尽有而已。
How interesting.
没错啊，这100多年咱都是这么过来的。虽然不知道你们那边具体什么行情。
Oh, we have to start everything from scratch. We can't just wish things into existence, unfortunately.
但在如今的廊丘，过去价值连城的金银财宝，现在也只能用来给孩子们打水漂，除非它是件艺术品。
也就是说，按照这里的经济体系，人只需要感到恐惧，并及时提取它，就能衣食无忧。
This is a good change up from watching people play Supermarket Simulator. What in the world is Supermarket Simulator? Are they shopping? Or are they like employee of the supermarket? Both sounds interesting.
克拉丽，你怎么看？这完全不符合我们所熟知的任何规律吧？
的确很奇怪。神的国度，同时也是绝望的国度。虽然并不是一个意思，但用来描述这里倒是很合适。据说在地球附近也出现过许愿能够成真的世界炮，但而且应该也没办法直接应用于日常生活。
They're the checkout person, owner, manager, everything. Okay, I see. Supermarket running simulation, huh? That's a very interesting concept. I've actually seen quite a few games like this. There was one where you had to fix up a gas station, and another one called, I don't remember what's called, but another one where you do check out, clean, and cook in a restaurant as well. Interesting simulation games.
不过，从仪器读数来看，这些影子倒也算是崩坏能的一种具现。也就是说
However, I like my stories a little more, so I'll stick with these. Of course, simulation games are good, but honestly, the only type of simulation game I really play is farming simulators. Other than that, stories for me.
这个世界炮的人们不仅可以和崩坏和谐共生，还把它变成了能够置换万物的永动机。这合理吗？
废话，当然不合理。然而换个角度来看，无论这些事情蹊跷在哪里，它都能让我们的火星探索之旅收获更多意料之外的价值。推而广之，我们未曾了解的那位寻梦者的家乡也不例外。
寻梦者，你的目标还是先设法返回自己的家乡，这一点没错吧？
For now, I think.
是没错啊。如果有可能，我当然想先回去一趟，别让一直找我的人太过担心。
那看来，我们还是继续结伴同行更有效率。
的确如此。同行？几位不会是不打算留下来坐坐？哎呦，抱歉抱歉，是不是我跑来跑去的没招待好你们啊？
你误会了，我们对廊丘很有兴趣。我们是外来者，当然要设法恢复我们与外界之间的联络。如果的确无法联络我们的基地，能联络到寻梦者的家乡也很有帮助。
你怎么看，西娜？
只要事情有意思，我当然无所谓了。不过，最好两边来来回回都可以探索，这样我就可以继续琢磨，到底要用影子变点什么出来。啊，说不定还能当个中间商，赚点差价。倒不是扫各位的兴。咱也说过，咱都有100年没法离开这个小小世界啦。以咱的了解，去外面的通路的确有那么一条，可是从来没人打开过它。
Order the stock, then stock the shelves, set the prices, then open the store, and work the register with the beepy noise, and then repeat over. God, it might sound repetitive in a simulator, but oh my god, that is honestly the type of life I would love. I mean, I know that, you know, opening small convenience shops can be quite dangerous due to, honestly, common teenage thievery and stuff. But I would love to just open a little shop, play video games all day in front of my register, and just ring people up for the groceries. That'd be so much fun. Maybe one of these days. But honestly, with the economy going now, opening a shop, especially a small one, is very unprofitable, unfortunately.
又或者，也可以说，打开它的机会已经被错过了。各位要是想去看看，咱当然也不推脱。没关系啊，如果我们运气不错，兴许就直接帮你们打通和外界之间的联系啦。而就算运气差了一点，早日抛掉幻想也是好事一桩嘛。所以，我们什么时候出发？随时都成。也就是再走段路而已，费不了多少功夫。不过，咱这边也确实讲究个先来后到，有桩急事咱还是得先料理好，反正都是顺路。要不先等我处理完这件急事，大家再研究怎么离开廊丘的问题。
急事？
你当时不是看着咱答应下来的吗？已经忘了？哎，说不准咱还需要你帮点忙呢。
Do you... Also, what was that? Photographic memory. Incomplete area. Use... all usable irregularity shaped color blocks are placed in a temporary area on the left. Hold and drag the irregularity shaped color blocks in the assembly area to the right. When the assembly area have been filled with the irregularity shaped color block, tap complete to clear. Oh, it's this kind of game. Nice. Why is this VTubers playing real life normal people simulator without having to deal with terrible customers and actually do physical? Yeah, I suppose that's true. There is something appealing about not actually working, isn't there? Unfortunately, I do have to work a real life job. It's quite tragic. Quite tragic indeed. I'm so gonna embarrass myself with this. Oh dear. Well, that's not right. Like this? No, that doesn't seem right either. Okay. Maybe... no, that's definitely not right. Maybe from the bottom up? Ah, there you go. Nice. Amy, yeah, it is unfortunate, isn't it? We have to deal with the regular people stuff. And the worst part is that my job is literally relied on customer service productivity, so I'm doing nothing. Oh my goodness, you actually look quite cute. Where'd you go? I want to take another look at you. That little pigtail girl had a nice design to her. Yeah, I basically work in customer service. My job calls for it. Oh, it's quite stressful. Just talking to people, I don't even know why I got a job like this. I'm not good at interacting with people in reality. What can I say? I'm quite an awkward talker as well. During streaming, you've probably noticed. Drifter Pets. I hope I've been getting a little better at it. I can't really tell from my own perspective though. I'm looking around for a treasure chest. In every corner, sniffing some delicious treasures. But even mine is still in the long run. Customer service, yeah. Unfortunately, basically every job available requires some sort of customer service. But I guess that's why so many people are flooding into the data entry jobs, because those, just face computers all day, with the exception of emails and team meetings.
保证完成任务。跑起来了！好久不见啊，曼格雷叔。
你来干什么？
So mean, Mangor.
嗨，咱这不是听艾米丽说你又对围棋有想法啦，特意过来瞧瞧嘛。哎，咱也想回到古时候去，不过日子还是得过嘛。用影子变出来的和地里种的又没什么两样，何必呢？
艾米丽，是之前那个害怕爸爸会死的小女孩吗？所以她就是……
你应该也知道，我信不过的从来不是影子。就算它曾经是头猛兽，也早就被你们这些……不，也早就被他们那几位驯服过了。我信不过的是你，还有那把妖物。原因，你心知肚明。
咱就知道你会这么说啦。这不，今天带了位你信得过的朋友来喽。寻梦者，轮到你出手了。
Are we that trustworthy though?
我之前不是说过吗？你手里的那一把法器虽然钝了不少，但毕竟还是弃用。努力，当然也能完成一场围棋。
Oh
如今
no.
情势如此，你索性试试看如何？
We're gonna do customer service
除
even
去
in
助人
Honkai
为乐
Impact.
也有很多其他妙处呢。
怎么，神棍终于开始收学徒了？前些年不还说不可轻传吗？
这不也是为了给老人家行方便吗？
大概也方便他抓人替他打工。
瞧你这话说的。放心，这次过后，指不定你就喜欢上围棋了呢。
哦，那我以后只要和寻梦者打好关系，就不愁饿肚子啦。
可是我完全不知道应该怎么做啊！
哎，这不是有我在吗？
Right. What do we do? I throw it up like a Pokeball.
冷秋，缓缓。
哎，倒也不用一模一样啦。口诀什么的，那都是包装。
哦
看，这不就成了？接下来是什么样的冒险呢？
You are so extra, girl. The chat was all for show. Fantastic. First fear gathering went smoothly. Now it seems suitable time to take a task. Let's check them out. That's a lot of tasks. Okay. You can accept 2 tasks every day. Let's try the first one, our dailies. Tap target to view the task route guidance. Hehe. It's quite convenient. Shall we go take a look now? Okay.
风景不错。来，要出发吗？
Where are we going?
一起上吧，搭档。
久等了，希娜，
飞跑，真的。
火力突击，别客气，到此为止。
Man, I still remember the last time I was playing Honkai Impact. I got quite lucky with getting all the characters. Really.
蓄能完毕，
Truly.
逃不掉了。出发吧。
Very happy about that still. I think it just never... Oh, shite, another one of these. Never registered in my mind that how lucky I got. Oh, this one's easy.
解决了就好。我不太擅长这个。
Yeah, streamer luck it really was. I don't think I've ever gotten that lucky in a video game before.
物资也一道帮您换好啦。
所以
And you were here to witness it, Drifter.
他也有他们身上的资质。
那应该不至于，毕竟还是靠弃用的本事，只是出口不同。不过，对你来说，这下能放心用了吧？
这个嘛，再说吧。陌生人，能问问你的名字吗？我之后说不定也有别的事情想拜托你。
明明是在做一样的事，为什么换了一个人，他就这么客气了？这位松雀，究竟……
曼格雷说：“你还没放弃吗？已经不可能再出现像他们那样的人啦，这是没办法的事。”
你用不着吐费口舌，我无论如何都不可能和你们一样，他们曾经也是人，所以
Hello
也
there,
一定
Andrew
会有
Pro.
人能再次成为他们。
I think it's Andre Pro. Thank you for the little drink redemption. A nice warm cup of tea to fight away the average California chills of the night. You finally got Yo-Yo Girl? Congratulations, my friend. Nice.
而且和那也没什么关系。
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna have some. Well, I mean, it's obvious she's gonna have some major story. However, I wonder if it's gonna be major enough that she follows us to the next world, or if she is going to stay in this bubble universe. I think that's the biggest question: is if Yo-Yo Girl's gonna be with us in the long run.
无论如何，他手中的这种才能被称作器用。至于你倚仗的那把妖物，
哎呦，瞧我这脑子，还有要紧事得办呢。曼格雷说：“先告辞啦，你吃好喝好啊。”
I actually saw the new character coming in this match. Ooh. I actually haven't been seeing too much spoilers for this game yet, which is good, because I don't want to get spoiled. But now I'm excited. They already have it all lined up, don't they?
这么多年过去了，曼格雷说还是这副脾气啊。
所以他这是怎么了？似乎还提到了别的什么人。
倒也不瞒你们，但这个说来可就话长了。等之后坐下来招待你们的时候，我们再慢慢谈也不迟。不过，寻梦者你还真是有两下子。我第一次拿到器用的时候，使得可比你差多了。说不准你很快就会在廊丘成为咱这样的名人呢。
Oh, yes. Honestly, yeah, staying spoiler-free in Honkai Impact, I feel like it's so much easier than Genshin because Honkai Impact players are very respectful, honestly. They actually add the spoiler tag, you know, when there are spoilers. Unlike Genshin players. So, I'm very happy about that.
对呀，咱身上的担子也能轻些，你也能得些好处。两全其美，两全其美呢。
很高兴能帮上忙。
扯远了，咱还是先给你们带路吧。对了，
She seems to have suddenly remembered something and shifted her gaze to the gadget in her hand.
一直拿着也太沉了些。反正接下来也不是去围棋，也不用拎着你跑来跑去吧。要不就先委屈你一下。
With that, the young girl gently loosened her grip and let it fall to the ground. However, there was no sound when it landed on the surface.
好啦，出发吧。
Wonderworld. The puzzled red-headed girl approached cautiously and extended her foot, tentatively stepping on Song Kyu's shadow. All she felt was a solid pushback on the ground, as if what she had seen earlier had never happened. I guess we're in a simulated universe somehow? I mean, I feel like the biggest hints is, you know, obviously these glitches popping out of the wall, but... strange. Dimensional beak. Oh, these are the little map systems. Okay. Coolio. What's that? What's that max mean? I don't know what the max mean.
是这边吗？
Yeah, the tree looks nice. It's a nice tree. Gather Starfell Blossom.
是这边吗？
徒步行军，也是日常健身的一环。
More Starfell Blossoms.
对了，之前我就想问了，那边的瀑布、河流也全都是影子吗？当然，这儿的人们都称呼它影坛呢。而且可不单单如此，事实上，关于你们刚才见到的一切，它都可以被称作源流，就像是日月这种存在。不过记得别靠得太近哦，如果真跌进去，就算是我，多半也要被淹死。
Oh, look at that. Even if it's you, you're likely to also drown in it. Huh. Almost as if nothing in this universe is real, except yourself.
相比起来，
Is that a hint,
我的确
Songju?
忍受不了平淡
Is
的
that
生
a
活呀。
hint that we're not in the real world? From you?
或许应该规划一下最优路线。
Gather that? Okay, never mind. Our energy core is full. Can we take him out? Like, okay, we cannot. I was gonna surprise attack you, but I guess it's not really something we can do.
走你！头伸过来，吧嗒，爆！
我来搞定。打靶时间，
Da 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 da
你会
da.
喜欢的。速战速决。
飞跑，真的，引擎，点火！
Okay, I do want to switch to characters, but I feel like they don't. They don't feel as smooth as the Grey Ravens. Character switching's a little clunkier, but it's not bad though. It's not bad.
哦，好。
等等，那不会是
What? What is it? It looks like the oh, it's the anchor symbol for this realm. Let's collect loot around here first. What does this do? It activated, or it allowed us to see those beams that we can
来
climb
了
on, I，
我们要去
suppose.
的地方仍然很远吗？
瞧，
Okay.
各位，就是
末日之矛？怎么可能？
Anchor of Apocalypse.
寻梦者，你难道见过他？
是啊，在我的家乡，它可是独一无二的文物。
I'm trying to recall if we've ever seen it before, but besides the little diamond on top, I don't think we've seen anything like it.
所以，它就是离开这个世界的通路吗？
至少按咱听过的说法是这样。但现在它和废铁也没什么两样。哎，在你的家乡，它该不会还有别的用法？
我们倒是没人觉得它和世界之间的通路有关。在我的家乡，大家把末日之矛看作来自星空的馈赠，就像它所展现出的外形那样，因大崩坏而残损不堪的世界，是因为它的存在才得以被锚定，不至于彻底沉没，化为数据之海当中的残渣。
这不还是通路的意思吗？虽然不知道这东西究竟有多少个，但既然这里也有，那里也有，而且还异常稳定，那我们只要顺着锚的铁链爬上去，不就能想去哪儿就去哪儿了？很好，虽然完全没有参考价值，但至少这次你的逻辑更接近正常人了。哪里没有参考价值啦？来，让我试试看。从之前星之环之类的事情来看，说不准对于来历不明的东西，我就是有应对他们的天赋呢。
你认真的？这么多年来，咱都不知道试过多少次了。
存在于我家乡的末日之矛，也是在空中孤独地悬浮了上百年，直到最近被一栋摩天大楼囊括进自己的顶层。不过，松雀小姐，或许我认识你的时间，要比我们想象中更早。
你说过啦，在幻梦里嘛。
不，我是想说，我想起了些自己故乡的历史故事。虽然我过去没有留意那个故事中的名字，但反过来说，在松雀你的记忆里，廊丘是不是曾经与另一个世界同为一体？
哎，你怎么知？不是吧？
虽然我的了解很浅薄，但一些人以脱离自己的世界为代价，帮助我们度过大崩坏。
Don't touch it.
这类故事
Don't
时至
touch
今
it.
日还在我的家乡时不时被人传颂。之前在琥珀街的时候，我注意到了一块招牌，
No.
而在我的家
Oh
乡，
my god.
同样的招牌也被另一个老字号一直使用着。当时我还认为只是巧合而已，但再加上末日之矛，
等等，所以我们那时候真的成功了？
不好意思打断一下，这 这还算是正常现象不？
No one knows what it is, girl. I don't know what it is supposed to do.
我保证，我只是碰了他一下而已。最多2下。你究竟怎么办到的？等等，不对。
Oh no, it's gonna teleport us. Oh, left a hammer girl behind. That's not good. We're going to Celestia, fellas. Off we go. Okay, but seriously, where did it take us? Even we don't know, as the narrator, it seems.
这一切究竟又有什么意义？哎呀，还真是要急死人了！廊丘和欧夏原本就是同一个世界，不过我也终于理解你的意思了。关于这一切在时间上的特殊性，也难怪你也会露出这种束手无策的表情。
之前向你进行必要的自我介绍，可不是为了让你在这种时候取笑我呀。
啊，你还说呢？绕了这么大的圈子，归根结底，你就是想让我在你的梦里欣赏别人的梦中梦，不提那个偶然催生了3位一体的寻梦者。至少对你我而言，这种梦并没有什么意义吧？
你好像略微误会了，我只是想让不同的变数能够在未来以一种尽可能温和的方式见面，如同意志之于表象，如同你之于我，也如同他们之于自己的世界。
所以，这到底是什么？
通路。
啊？怎么看也不像吧？李托叔，你就别拿我寻开心了。如果是的话，它通向哪儿？
孤独、苦痛、茫然无措。
Oh dear.
得，听着更不对劲儿了。
于我而言，他之所以屹立于此，正是为了告知我，这也是我希望你踏入其中的理由。即使你难以负担，但自由的确是你应有之物，而不是像我这般，终此一生，只寻一死。
Oh my. So, she's trying to break free and you can't die, huh? Sounds like Kevin.
别！你还不知道我吗？我可不是那块料啊。这种事，灯姐之类的
Although, of
更
course,
合适吧？
probably not Kevin. Just the new Kevin, I guess.
不，在所有书中，仅有你合适。我知晓你的渊源，只要他们具有性格，他们就能被了解。只要他们能被了解，他们就能被欺骗。这座城外面才是你的归处，更何况还有另一个原因，比我刚才说的这些要清楚明白得多。
哈，瞧你说的。利托斯特叔，别把原因告诉我好吗？我都明白，但我不想听你亲口说出来。
哪怕仅仅一次。你见过我有所欺瞒吗？我就直说了吧。你没有资格与我等同列，也没有资格与我等一同犯下弥天之罪。
Oh dear.
我被丢下了吗？
Unfortunately.
难道和海渊城那里的要来不及了？等等，
请留步吧，小姑娘。你想死在那里吗？
啊，谁？
没关系，我倒是有耐心等你看够了再说。这世界上有太多不够引人注目的事情，比如说这条通路，在今天也不是第一次才被打开。不过，我们不是早就见过面了吗？
You sound familiar. Are you one of the flame chasers? gonna let us back, I think. We're back home.
老师外出的还真是时候，不过还好，比起之前的几次，眼下的情况倒也谈不上紧急。
I guess all that was just the prologue. A real story starts now. Am I?
要找点事做吗？算了，
Fragments of
休息也是一
eights.
项很重要的工
When
作。
the world's a fragment of eights.
你要去哪里？
Who knows, girl, but we're going home for now. It's been a
除了
long
我，
day.
没有更合适的人选了吗？
Can we just teleport her actually? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Memo, year 112, month 15. Excerpted from the memo of the 18th. Oh, what am I reading? Excerpted from the memo of the 14th month. Within the sea of data, there are spaces that are almost completely unrelated to the history of Luxing, and there has been an increasing trend over the past 2 years. The professor also thinks that this is a promising research direction. However, the specifics of how to process require more consultation with Chen Xu. There are just too many technicalities that I don't understand. Very star relish? That is true. Yeah, there actually a lot of people was comparing it with Star Rail. I think the creators, or at least this team of developers, have definitely been taking some imaginative liberties and references in that regard. Number 2, excerpt from the memo of the 14th month. Just a speculation. Perhaps there are relativistic effects from worlds outside of Luxing. If we simply try to explain it using Luxing's own physical properties, it feels like all the hypotheses have their own shortcomings. Like a self-deluding form of self-consistency too. And number 3, I should find some time to observe the data turbulence. I need the data for the final project proposal. Notes, this is a bit urgent. Huh. I guess that's a note for herself. It doesn't look like anyone is telling us that. How do I sleep? Oh, I guess I'm not sleeping, never mind. Clear storm, data storm to complete the challenge. We're gonna look at the new zone. We're gonna start around the things. Okay. Damn, where's the... Oh, I don't want to walk all the way there. I've become lazy in my... in my use of teleportation devices. And you look at the... Oh, oops.
除了
Triggered
我，
triggered
没
all
有
the
更合适的人选了吗？
emotes accidentally. Look at the news.
除了我，没有更
me
合
try
适
again.
的人选了吗？
Well, you look at the news zone. We are in Star and the things you're doing in there. I suppose. Yeah, the parallels are definitely there. Oh man, do we have to do this? Can we do the main quest? Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to do side quests. Nah. Side quests. Psh. We ain't doing side quests, we're doing main quests. Tar fantasy apartments. Much nicer, to be honest. Damn. Damn.
是你建议我按兵不动，于是我和自己的同伴失去了联络。
Yeah, Tower of Fantasy, I've heard a lot about them upping their game, but I don't know about returning to it though. I played it for a while, and it was pretty good, but I don't know, man, I just don't like the story at all. It felt like it's rushed at the very beginning, and then in the middle parts, it just drags on and on and on because they ran out of content to say. They really should have extended on the beginning of the story and, you know, slow it down a little bit to let us get to know the characters before they offed them for emotional drive. Because there was no drive. There was no emotions to drive it.
既然如此，能拜托你把那边的装置修好吗？
首先，比起拜托，这是不是
They have a whole big city zone. Yeah, they do. I actually logged into one of my old accounts just to check it out. It was okay. It actually reminds me of Pinnacolly a lot. Only Pinnacolly, you know, have better graphics, I suppose, because due to its budget, obviously. But it's not bad. The city is... Yeah, I did make it to the city. Yeah, my old account, I played it all the way until the end of the story. And waited for new updates. It was fine. It was okay, but it wasn't... I don't know, man. I feel like it's not... I don't want to say not good enough, because it's good, but... Maybe it's just not my cup of tea. I just don't... I don't know, man. The story... I can't get into it.
更像威胁？
How should I describe... Oh, there you go. I just thought of the word. Yes. It felt like a Mary Sue story. It felt like a Mary Sue story. That's the word. I feel like all the issues are solved way too quickly. And there was no real threats. Like, you know, at the beginning of the story, we were told, oh my god, the sky people are gonna be our biggest threats ever. But then, after a few quests, they were like, okay, we're gonna work with you and help you instead. And then after that, we had new villain that was like, oh my god, they're gonna be the biggest threat ever. And then 2 quest lines later, they'll be like, oh, sorry, we know we did wrong, we're gonna be good guys again. It's like, girl, I don't think I even got a taste of what you guys were doing wrong before you turned good already. Yeah, I like the Honkai Impact and Genshin. Like, I got looming villains in the background. We solve the small things, and then we slowly build up to the main villain antagonist. Maybe that's just this kind of story I like. I like the slow burns. You don't play it for this story? Well, I guess the gameplay is pretty fun in that one, though. I can agree. All the flying mechanics, though. Oh my god, I cannot get into the flying mechanics in that game. The running is okay, the fighting is okay, but the gliding for me is a no-go. I cannot glide that slow, man.
哦，好。快点帮我把通路修好，不然我就砸下去了。
很抱歉，我做不到。即使是无所不能的工具，也要受限于它的应用范畴。那个通路，它从天而降，并非狼丘的造物。
Well, Otto was the best villain, that is true. Otto was a fantastic villain. And honestly, quite hard to beat in terms of gacha games. Probably one of the more compelling ones I've ever played with.
唉，和你说话真费劲。
Yeah, I agree with you, Drifter.
好。还是没有任何反应啊。
这也是理所当然。曾经，唯一一个有资格离开的人，自己选择了放弃；而唯一一群有能力离开的人，又亲手毁掉了离开的方法。如果你还愿意听听我的建议，那么现在最明智的做法，就是物尽其用。
Okay. Also, unexpected that Coraline's the one who got left behind.
又来了吗？
I was not expecting Coraline of all people to be the one to be left behind, honestly.
结束了，
She seriously seemed like
还是和
the
之
type
前
who
一样啊。
would
虽然弱小，却很难缠。
be there through the entire story,
等等，
start to
他
end
们
with a
不会
group.
是……状况有点蹊跷。
I do really hope she's
人类总喜欢讲究效率，
not gonna be like
要想让某人
Brania
回心转意，最好的方式，恐怕就是在效率上拿出诚意。刚刚是我的一点小心意，感觉如何？
就会觉得尾巴很麻
the
烦。
Nikki star is the biggest surprise ever. Okay. Well, I can't wait until I get to that one then. Because I really hope Coraline is not gonna just be a Brania copycat, man.
找个人背
As
着我
much
才
as I
更有
like
效率。
Brania, I liked her as an individual. I don't wanna just, copy and paste another Brania
所以
else.
你把那些怪物
Oh, Coraline.
那片游弋着星辰的天海，影子原本就和他们势同水火，而又此消彼长。不过，这次我想要的只是和你好好谈谈。因此，帮你消灭怪物，在价值层面并不公平。
那为什么你之前不这样做？既然你有这种能力，应该不至于被我威胁才对。
被威胁一下，也不会有什么损失吧？相对而言，行动都有代价。如果不能确保有所收获，我还是更乐意什么也不做。
那如果我真的用锤子砸你呢？
如果长见识的代价只是被砸2下，我倒是无所谓。舍弃唯一的求生机会，却也要执意做些损己利人的事。这种人想见一次可不容易。还是正式进行一下自我介绍吧。虽然有些拗口，但你可以称呼我为绝。
Perception. You know what you remind me of? It reminds me of the Witch of Greed from ReZero. Because it's hunger for knowledge. And not just regular knowledge, human emotional knowledge.
倒不是我在谋求合作时自夸，比起他所留下的言与目之流，作为工具，我还是要全面的多。
Everyone played Nikki for the jiggles and giggles. But when we were hit with a crazy addictive story, that's very well done. Ooh, okay.
这好像与所谓的求生机会并无关系。
It doesn't look like we'll be able to get there on this stream, but I do hope to get there soon. I am always up for a delicious story. Especially good ones, of course.
你还真是目的明确呀。
不然呢？按照你的理论，向你进行其他追问，不也意味着需要另外掏钱吗？
明智的见解。毕竟作为工具，我能为你做到的事情实在是太多了一点。不过，你大可不必如此警惕。等价交换并非我的风格，而是我的机能。
Think Honkai, oh boy. Honkai Impact Chapter 9 right from the get-go, huh? That intense.
即使你身上真的有利可图，如果我不能先给予你一些什么，促成一场交易，
所以你到底要怎么帮我修好那个大毛？
别那么心急啊。即使我此刻的确是这廊丘之内的至高大能，也同样无法立刻实现你的愿望。任何目的的达成，方法不都多种多样吗？
Why did you use that? In Chinese, they just say there are many ways to do something. I don't know why they use this metaphor in English as a untranslated version. Many ways to skin a cat. Ew.
比如，
Seen so many cry after the first hour, it's almost a given now. Oh, wow.
我完全知晓廊丘得以存续的关键，因此，在我的引导下，你完全有能力凭一己之力毁灭眼前的世界。
Enough to make people cry. Now I'm very curious. Oh my goodness. I am a sucker for an emotional story. Although I have to warn you though, because I read so many of them, I'm quite desensitized, unfortunately, so it will have to take a lot to stimulate my sorrow senses. Because the good translators are working for Kuro Straw. I suppose so. That is true. All of them went to PGR apparently.
那么，也就自然能够再次投身入海。
But yeah, I don't know what is up with Hoyo versus translator team. They add so much, like, unnecessary things, and then they take away so many important details. Like, what are you doing? You're basically warping the personalities of these people, these characters. But whatever, I guess. Whenever there's major, errors
好啊，那我们
or
现在就去。
funny differences, I'll definitely point them out.
没关系，那我们，
唉，现在你应该明白了吧？随意开玩笑对于我们的交谈没什么帮助。
Yeah, because if I were to translate every single error, we would be here the entire flippin' day, and we would not even be through with chapter 1.
很好。看来总是和松雀待在一起，让我对人类的多样性失去了必要的敏感。那么，直入正题。首先，我必须说明一点，你那些朋友的去向我并不知情。毕竟在廊丘，通路从未像刚才那样被启动过。至于我自己，作为一样工具，也并没有被分配到与之相关的记忆。当然，工具与工具也存在分别。一位园丁的工具，无论如何都只能用来修剪枝叶，而我，属于造物之人的工具。为此，我必须无所不能。就像那些曾以树为名行于世上，并将人间毁去，使之就此分为天堂与地狱的人。
先不追究你说的天堂与地狱是什么意思。全能之神能否创造出他无法举起的石头？
这倒是很容易理解吧。作为造物之人的工具，我的无所不能终究要囿于规则之中，而以树为名的几位，却时刻立于其上。他们能够创造出这样一种规则。
Maybe the writers were given English theorists and said, "Here, go for it." If you tell me that the translator team is entirely localized in China and their sole English knowledge is through textbooks and dictionaries, I would believe you 100%. Or maybe it's actually an American-based translator that has no knowledge in Chinese whatsoever and is using Google Translate to translate the Chinese to English and then using their best knowledge to make the sentence make sense.
在这个世界上，我所创造的所有我无法举起来的石头，都是我可以举起来的石头。
文字游戏。
Either or.
总之，在你看来，想要启动那边的装置，也就只有求助于你说的那些树。不过，你真的有必要把花绕这么大一圈吗？
有必要。作为工具，于合理的范围内，我会一字不差地达成你的要求。但也正因为一字不差，在向我提出要求的时候，也请务必小心谨慎，以免在看到结果的时候，才开始后悔自己当初的表述不够清
If it
晰。
was Google Translate with no desk. Yeah, you're right. I was giving him too much credit, Drifter.
如你所见，我唯一的使用者不知所踪，总要有人代替他履行职责。
I mean, it's
但
at
让任何
least,
一位树从永眠中醒来，
at the very
都称得
least,
上
it's
是一
like
桩
maybe
弥天之作。
5% better than part 1, I suppose.
看来你还有其他事没有告诉我。
不，事情很单纯。
That's where all their
我
budget
不知道
went.
在你的来处
When
是否也有关
Wei
于造
said
物主的
that they
传
have more
说。
budget for part 2.
如果你选择去寻找他们，最终，你绝不会认为自己行为高尚，而只会认为自己不可饶恕。
那很好，因为我既不高尚，也不需要饶恕。我并不在乎你的文字游戏，也不在乎你背后的目的。我只需要重启通路和伙伴会合，继续我们的一心之旅。
很好，那预祝我们合作愉快。
就这样而已吗？会不会太草率了？
如果你想签订契约，
Fire chicken paid
恐怕
bills.
眼下没什么能将你我
Yeah.
一同约束的准则。
Yeah, basically.
倒也不用那么麻烦。要不出发之前你先叫我一声主人。
主，
好了，也不用这么当真。现在可以确定你的确没有什么幽默细胞，而且现在玩这个也没意思。等以后有外人的时候再让你这么称呼我。
Well, technically, Coralie told the little ball of aura to call her owner. But I guess master is good enough. Maybe it more ambiguous than owner. Better for the localization.
出发吧，第一步该怎么做？
这需要你说出你想要做的事，或者你想要的东西，就像施工图纸一样，越详细越好。
那就直接带我去我现在最应该去的地方吧。基于我对人工智能那微妙的不信任，比起过渡你和我的口述，让你直接进行自动寻路，恐怕才更符合我的诉求。
还真是奇怪的需求，不过也好，熟悉使用方法的过程，当然也得包括犯错。那，如你所愿。
Alright. Where is the place that you need to be most? Let's see. It's probably not going to be in your house, Coralie. Sorry.
这里和我们要去做的事情又有什么关系？
像我说过的那样，提出要求的时候，总归还是越详细越好。哪怕是些微歧义，往往也会让你事与愿违。
Yeah, that is true. Owner works just fine, but yeah. Master is probably a little more mythical. More commonly used in a fantasy setting.
不过比起一些更加严重而危险的谬误，眼前的情况至少没有危及性命。
可我为什么最应该来这里？
Oh, you're hungry. In a timely fashion, the girl's stomach rumbled the gurgle, signaling her to hunger.
倒的确是一字不差。你应该先提醒我的。
因为事实上我的确不在乎。很长一段时间里，我需要做的事情只有2件：被使用，以及确保自己还能够被使用。你应当明白，一把被握在手里的刀，并没有义务提醒它的使用者不要去抹自己的脖子。当然，如果你有相应的遗愿，我倒是也可以提供一些建议。
你就不能抛出一些正面的话题吗？
如果这也是你的需求，那么当然可以。比如，你可以利用这场谬误正确的补充养分，而在这段时间中，我可以帮助你做一些探索性的尝试。
是关于你说的那种树吗？
倒也没错，在叫醒他们之前，那些人也的确需要用另一种方式补充养分。不过，我刚才其实是指
What were you trying to say? A little earlier.
我们这是回来了。
Yeah, we made it back.
回来？哦，这里就是你的家乡吗？
Well,
寻梦者。
I made it back.
这里就是地处欧夏市中心的安和大厦，是一处复合型商圈。我的学生宿舍也在这里。
哇哦，这看上去可比琥珀街强100倍啊！
是吗？我倒是感觉两边都挺好玩的。
克拉丽，你听说过把学生宿舍放在商圈里的事情吗？克拉丽，
糟了，他难道没跟上我们，被拉在另一边了？不行不行，那可得赶紧回去一趟。
It's not responding anymore.
什么反应也没有。刚才不就是这样，还有这样？
果然，之前只是碰运气呢。这下麻烦了。
Coralie. What? What are you doing?
很抱歉啊，各位，我能理解转瞬即逝的不甘，但根据《根源物质管理条例》第22条，未知的数据之海复现物，就地击毙哦。陈学姐，你还是别拿陌生人开玩笑吧。他们怎么知道《根源物质管理条例》根本没有第22条嘛？你干嘛一下就揭穿我嘛？真没意思。那么正式自我介绍一下，我是你们这位朋友的学姐洛晨雪，目前在数据研究所工作，大家叫我晨雪就可以了。
Okay. 陈雪。
原来如此，各位在数据之海的深处相遇，之后流落到了一个叫廊丘的地方。怎么你也开始用这个名字称呼我了？因为这个名字很酷嘛，对吧，希娜同学？
那当然啦。虽说还不知道梦中的另一个我是什么情况，但也多亏了他，我们才能拥有星之环这样的力量。这么一想，所谓数据之海还真是个神奇的地方，不仅能让我们和外星人相遇，甚至还能看到姐姐你给寻梦者打电话的样子。哦，那好像也不能叫做打电话。总之，寻梦者的通信器之前的确接到了这边的信号啊。
复现情节，活跃的末日之矛，会和历史上的那件事有关吗？因为这里还有一位。那么这样来看，究竟谁是主体，谁又是客体呢？
As if there's no one around, the researcher named Xingqiu immersed herself in a contemplation. Taking a few steps forward, the red-headed girl deliberately positioned herself in front of Xingqiu, gearing up to draw her out from that immersive world. But right now...
没关系，只是稍稍思考了一下。之前一直没有怎么说话的那位，你是叫松雀小姐吧？看到这个自由发展了100年的世界，感想如何？
专门问我吗？
那当然了，毕竟你……看来其他人还没有意识到啊。那把这件事当做一个悬念按下不表。好，言归正传。虽说赫利亚小姐此刻一定很担心自己同伴的安危，但依我之见，你只要在这末日之矛附近耐心等待片刻，关于她的消息或许就会自己送上门来。
虽然我的确不够了解这边世界的情况，但你的意思是，我们现在什么也做不了吗？
你可以这么理解。归根结底，哟，比我想象中还要快不少啊。
Contact?
喂，那边是寻梦者吗？克利亚是不是还和你在一起？
Yes, she's with us.
克拉丽，是你。
笨蛋，你在火星上还能认识几个克拉丽？
Oh, this thing came to our world too.
还是说，我应该装模作样的说一声“好久不见”？哦，我原本以为那个叫做末日之矛的东西已经很古怪了，现在这又是什么情况？哦，是希纳迪亚，那松雀一定也和你们在一起了。
听到其他人从这里面发出声音，还真是奇怪。不过的确，咱也跟着过来了。哎呀，这地方可真是太繁华了。看上面的数字，他们家这楼怕不是有100层呢。店铺也比琥珀街多了好多，咱眼睛都不知道该看哪里了。
这也不是我家呀，只是我家恰巧在这栋楼里而已。
嗨，没差。你既然住在这里，那邻里街坊不也都像你的家人一样？
It does not work like that.
那个，现代社会不会这样了。
很抱歉打搅你们的兴致，但克拉丽还有更重要的事情需要和松雀商量。你们之间的通话是我个人铺就的探索性尝试，并不适合用来唠家常。
原来正主也在呀！简单介绍一下，这个声音是绝，算是这种法器本来会发出的声音。之前一直没来得及给你们引荐，别看她现在冷冰冰的，当年也称得上是一位美妇人呢。
Oh my.
松雀，算上你们，通路今天打开过2次。
Twice? Who was the first person? Oh, I guess that might be us, since we got transported into there. world.
啊？
今天是多长的时间范围？从10点20分开始，我就一直在监测末日之矛的数据。
那可不好说，我判断不了那么精确。但出于保险起见，也许你们需要排查一下影子是否顺着通路渗透到了你们的世界。考虑到我也与他们有着千丝万缕的联系，克拉丽和我如今能够和身处不同世界的你们轻松恢复联系，也同样是有蹊跷。
的确如此。我们此刻正身处琥珀街，也就是远离那个矛的位置。明白事情哪里奇怪了吗？
我们此刻的通话，或许与末日之矛的异状没有任何关系。
不错，寻梦者的姐姐悟性很好。
Coraline called her our older sister.
但这样一来，
Oh,
事情可就变得麻烦了。
麻烦？是说天上不会掉馅饼吗？
的确可以这么说。末日之矛并不神秘，简单来说，它是世界炮中独一无二的起点。只要有足够强大或者能与之共鸣的能量形式，就可以帮助我们进入更高的维度。啊，话虽如此，希娜同学与末日之矛产生了共鸣，让我们和其他的世界建立起了联系。这的确是一件十分令人惊奇的事。只是，如果我们此刻建立的通信其实与末日之矛毫无关系，那么整个欧夏市的稳定性，或许都在面临挑战。我原本还在思考要如何尽地主之谊，为寻梦者的各位伙伴接风洗尘。虽然目前还没有发生危机的迹象，但考虑到事态潜在的严重性，我希望各位客随主便，暂时根据我的指示行动。
没关系，不用客气，我们都
好，说是指示，现阶段倒也不必大动干戈。由寻梦者、希纳迪亚、赫利亚组成一队，松雀和我组成另一队。大家先暗中探访目前这个楼层中的店铺，调查有没有和你们所说的影子相关的异常。世界炮的稳定性是件大事，我不希望在有切实证据之前就盲目搅乱大家的日常生活。
我当然没有问题。
我也没有问题。松雀小姐，
你们别看我呀，我哪有什么问题呀？只是这附近实在太好看了。
没关系。寻梦者和我对这栋安和大厦都非常了解，大家在调查途中想了解什么，只要问我们2个就好。而行动路线，机关类的公共部门还有楼上的店面，就由我来搞定吧。寻梦者可以去看看古墨、巢居、丝之梦、甜蜜舌尖、668百货这几家店有没有可疑的情况。事不宜迟，我们这就各自出发吧。
哎，这么快吗？
那当然了，就算概率只有0.001%，这也不是什么小事。您就暂且服从命令，听指挥吧。
With that, Shengshu pushed Songchu away.
交给我吧，也只好按陈学姐说的去做了。
Yeah, guess that's the only thing we can do. Oh, well, it 100% followed us.
怎么了？
眼前闪过了数据之海的幻觉，已经没事了。
不要紧吗？要不要先休息一下？
真没事，在数据之海里待太久了，偶尔是会有这种副作用，过一段时间自然就好了。
Well, I didn't imagine seeing older sister is safe, but I think I don't know what it is with the global server, but a lot of people in the Americas or English-speaking countries seems to be taking, sister, brother, even in a joking tone, completely serious. Maybe Hoyoverse is trying to avoid that by distancing our characters, calling them sensei rather than elder sister as a joke. Because, oh my god, the discords of who's related to who in, Genshin created fan wars amongst the players. It's quite chaotic. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not totally clear on what the actual reason is, but that might be what they're going for with it. Trying to escape from the anger of the global server.
走吧，我们先去书店里看看。
Which I
晴朗
quite,
的日子里，
which, you know, I
有
find
时候
quite
也会想和
funny
太阳聊聊
because
天
in
呢。
America we call our, you know, fellow soldiers, you know,
有时候也
brothers
想
in
去一
arm
些
and
奇奇怪
stuff.
怪的
So
地
it's
方，
completely
可
usual
惜
to
第二天要交作
say
业。
it. It's call people brothers and sisters despite not being related to them here in America. Home decor? Hello? Never mind. Why is it so expensive? Oh my god. What kind of furniture are you selling me here? I pay a fortune with that. And also, what in the world are you even playing with? Playing with cinnabars. Isn't that like a poisonous jewel? But yeah, I don't know what is up with the global server. I think that's what Genshin is trying, not Genshin, Hoyoverse is trying to avoid. Man,
对于
oh
外
my
面的世
god.
界来说，
Genshin teams, I will never understand.
或许
Yeah,
只是一
I'm
个
in the
痕迹。
I'm in the fandom. Well, I'm not really in the fandom. I'm more of a casual player, like all my gacha games. So, I'm not too deep into the fandom, but I don't understand it either. Drifter, and I consider myself pretty invested in it. This as I do with all my gacha games, but you know, as invested as I am with all of them equally. Also, oh my god, I used to live in a tower like this in Hong Kong, I'm telling you. I live on top, and then when you step down, it's like supermarkets, there's like restaurants. It's so nice. It was so nice. There's of course noise problems every once in a while, but I miss that kind of city living, man. I don't know why they don't incorporate it in like the Americas and stuff. I'm glad I'm seeing a lot of it like in main streets and stuff. Yeah.
轻浮的
The
风，
newer buildings is
也是之前的一部分。
incorporating the style where the bottom half of the building is stores and the upper half is residential. It's so nice to just walk down your room and you can just buy some cupcakes from the store below you. I miss my Hong Kong apartment so much. Oh well, at least I have a garden here in America. Got more room for my lilies.
你好，今天也来陪猫咪们玩吗？
Oh, here we call strangers, bro. Yeah, honestly. I don't know what is up with Genshin fan. I feel like it's because, as a lot of people state, Genshin was born in, 2020, the year of the pandemic, and so many people who has never in their life touched a video game before, or especially gacha games before, started playing Genshin. So they don't understand all the internet lingos that's going on. And because of that, it just became a cluster of unfortunate things happening all together, all at once. Apartment town complex. Oh yes, that's what it's called. I absolutely love the way those buildings are. I never played anything online with Genshin. Only played the game. Yeah, Genshin Online's okay. It's okay. There's a few times when I really clicked with strangers and we would literally chat in the Genshin server for hours and hours. We even have dedicated meeting spots where we pick our favorite places and we sit there pretending we're sipping tea or something to chat. It's quite nice.
这是新朋友吗？欢迎欢迎。
我倒也不是带他们来玩的。
The Dreamseeker briefly consulted Aang. Aang? Maybe, sorry, Angie. Oh my god. Maybe Aang the Last Airbender or something. Angie the store clerk. About what Xingshu wanted to know.
今天店里没有什么奇怪的事情呢，是非常和平的一天。所
Sorry,
以
Angie.
是陈学姐有什么事吗？
没有没有，就是他想确认一下自己的新实验对周边有没有造成影响。
那真的没有啦，你就让他放心吧。我也还有工作，就不打扰你们啦。
你忙吧。
Okay.
晴朗。
哦，没想到你信口开河也有一手啊！
Oh, yes. What kind of university student don't have a knack for excuses?
他应该是指你那套所谓新实验的说法吧？
这也不算说谎吧。末日之矛的异状对陈学姐来说 确实就像一项新实验一样嘛。
看来以后就算要去当坏蛋，寻梦者的表现也不会太差呢。
Don't tempt me.
你这究竟是夸我还是损我啊？
不过，我刚才就很好奇，这位陈雪小姐的职业究竟是什么？为什么看上去掌握了不少权力的样子？
权力吗？
Well, due to space available right now, land is very tight, so I have no choice but to build up. Yeah, that is true, Drifter, absolutely. Like, presumably, yes, the Earth is ginormous, but flat lands on Earth, there's actually very little of it. Most of our land on Earth is mountains, rivers, and ocean.
与其说是陈学姐有什么权利，倒不如说是数据研究所对欧夏市相当重要吧。
And a few areas of flatlands that we have, we build up, up, and up. Singapore the same. Yeah, Singapore is a very mountainly country, I believe, similar to California. That's why all of our people are grouped very tightly together despite it being such a large state. Most of it is unbuildable because of poor foundation.
毕竟大家生活在一个世界泡里，出了这栋大厦，开车不出3个小时就会到达世界的边境。在这种情况下，城市的运转就相当依赖于从数据之海中提取的万能材料——根源物质。
怎么，你们这边也要收集恐惧？
那当然不是了，只不过从数据之海中提取加工的根源物质，可以通过编程的方法固化为世界泡中任意的物理材料。我们倒没有研发出能够直接把根源物质批量转化成面包或者饼干的方法。
原来如此，那就是和石油差不多了。
Petroleum? No, I think you're having the wrong idea, Coraline.
石油？
没事，你把它想成地球上的根源物质就行。
这样想来，我的身体该不会也是由这种根源物质构成的？
It's possible. You look like you're leaking some kind of weird matter from your crack in your chest, too.
这个问题倒是很难讲，因为在转换成普通物质之后，根源物质自身的特性就会消失殆尽。
Oh my god. Don't tell me you're like a battery or something. We're gonna put you inside the machinery and power the multiverse portal or something. That would make total sense.
也就是说，从过去的经验来看，普通人和我们应该并没有任何生理性的区别。
啊，原来如此。看来我能启动那个末日之矛的原因应该不在这里。
Yeah, and also, oh yeah, to your Singapore and also China, you know, skyscraper thing. China's skyscraper is kind of a dilemma because China is actually a ginormous country. And honestly, it's not really because of land that they're building, you know, skyscrapers. Of course, yes, they do have a housing issue in some areas of the country because people like being grouped together, and big cities only have so much housing. But honestly, one of the real reasons why they have so many skyscrapers that are empty, mind you, is because of the economic status that you get in China from owning like buildings and stuff. People just buy a building to own it and not even to really rent it out. It's really weird. So it's created quite a housing crisis. And honestly, you know, environmental, what is it called? Environment beauty pollution, what's it called? I don't know what it is, where natural looks are ruined because of so many concrete buildings are, you know, in the way of that. But worse is the same as Indonesia, which the capital city is sinking. That is true. At the very least, our land isn't sinking into the sea. Although that's actually, I think California might be sinking into the sea. I might be speaking too soon. Because the thing is, we grow a lot of crops in California, and then we ship it out to different parts of the country. While yes, you know, the amounts of matter that is inside plants that get sucked up, the nutrients and stuff, is microscopic. However, the sheer amounts of things we grow here and ship to other parts of the states is astronomical. We are losing mass in California as we speak. Or who knows, maybe I'm talking on my ass. I'm pretty sure that is one of the reasons, though. I mean, also that, and people are stealing sand from beaches to make glass. So, we're also losing our beaches. Own the build, but the government owns the land it's on. Yeah, basically. It's complicated. It's quite funny how it works.
纠结没有答案的问题也没有意义。好，那我们就继续调查吧。
I hope you won't be finding Nemo anytime soon. I don't want to find Point Nemo, Drifter. Point Nemo is probably an absolute nightmare scenario for me, man.
记不下。
I need my internet and I need my socialness, despite not being too much of a people person.
你好，啊，又是你。这次打算和朋友们一起挑点家具？
那倒不是。
The Dream Seeker briefly consults Jujian, the salesperson, about what Xingshu wanted to know.
奇怪的是，没听说过。我倒是希望真有什么超自然力量，把我手里这些传单都变成钞票。嗯，超自然力量，钞票。
怎么？想起什么线索了吗？
这个真没有，我还盼着发生点什么奇怪的事，好让我趁机休2天假呢。
Yeah, despite, we have ginormous wires running through the Pacific Oceans for internets across countries, I don't think I'll be able to get much Wi-Fi underwater. It'd be very bad for my receptions. Although, who knows, maybe a drift in California will get us closer to Hawaii, and vacationing there will be easier. We already get hurricanes from them anyways, Pineapple Express.
他今天的反应好像有点奇怪。不知道雨停之后
Are they?
会不会有彩虹呢？
Are we actually not back into our own world and we're just in like a simulation of what the simulator thinks our world is? Although that doesn't make any sense though. We just met our senpai, our sensei, who, is part of our world. They should not have recognized us if it is a simulation. But why are these NPCs acting differently then?
欢迎来到四之梦，请问有什么能帮到各位吗？
You could end up becoming a small island as you never know. That is true too, yeah. California is very mountainly, and any one of those mountains could become the new quote-unquote California island.
原来如此，是陈雪小姐的实验。本店并没有遭遇任何异常，不过……
怎么了？有什么顾虑吗？
并不是顾虑什么。刚才你们用寻梦者来称呼我的这位邻居，对吧？我只是听到这个称呼，不免有一些感慨而已。
Yeah, they keep saying that, but it's gonna at least take a few decades of erosion before that actually happens. Very minimum.
感慨。
你们了解埃律西昂的神话吗？在他们的传说中，有一群能够逆时光而行的天选之人，就被称作寻梦者。
The myths of Elysium and their tales just a group of chosen ones who can travel back through time, and they're called Dream Seekers. Huh. Myths of Elysium. Elysium as in Elysia? And...
据说这些寻梦者能够
When
潜入
was
一
the
个
last
人的梦
earthquake?
境，
funny
再从
you
另一个人
mentioned
的
that,
梦境
Drifter.
上浮。他们依靠这样的手段回到过去，观测历
Recently,
史上的一切。
and recently as in a few weeks ago, we've had 2 very close earthquakes. Luckily, they were small earthquakes in the, 4.0 and 5 point something. I don't even think it was even 5 point magnitude. It was just 3 through 4 point magnitude. Enough to feel it, but very small. Anyways. Hopefully that's not the San Francisco fault line. That would be unfortunate. I highly doubt it is, because it's not, you know, where the epicenter is. However, maybe these little earthquakes could be the domino effect to triggering the big one. Hopefully not, though. Because honestly, they say that the Yellowstone volcano is dormant and that within our lifetime it's unlikely to erupt. However, if there's an earthquake big enough to trigger it, who knows what can happen to Yellowstone volcano.
啊，寻梦者，你知道这个吗？
我没听说过。
这也没什么，所谓神话，不过是一些茶余饭后的谈资，原本就不值一审。
That being said, don't worry. Yellowstone volcano is more like a conspiracy theory at this point because it's so. It's a dead volcano. I forgot what it's called. It's basically so cooled down that the possibility of it ever erupting is 0 to none.
不过，如果各位有兴趣，我这里倒是有本旧杂志可以借给你们。
Oh my god, why is there so much? Okay. Arts and Literature Through the Ages, issue 1023, Elysium Mythology Special Edition. In the reign of Elysium, a mythological style unlike any other flourishes, carving its own niche within the ancient culture of Lucian. In recent times, is often construed as temporalism, aiming to encapsulate themes such as when individuals confront the vast expanse of time and the immense empty cosmos. They deeply feel their own insignificance, thus realizing that human destiny always wavers between clarity and ambiguity. For instance, in the tale of spiritual ancestors, the protagonist, a young lad, glimpses a script that cannot be remembered within a dream. Throughout his remaining years, he tirelessly seeks it in his dreams, traversing countless epochs through dreams association, yet never setting eyes on that script again. Just as he faces imminent demise due to an unexpected mishap, in his final moments he discovered through a shared vision with other departed souls in the realm of dreams that the script is actually a grander imprint belonging uniquely to him within the vast expanse of space-time. These countless unique scripts amounts to trillions upon trillions. They assemble to form a giant in the curvings of space-time, the spiritual progenitor of humanity. Likewise, the narrative of truth and lie. The tale concludes through the voice of the divine, asserting the truth is an invisible, intangible substance, while lies are the opposite, dark matters that not even light can penetrate. The most common state in the human world is a kind of intermediary. Individuals often gaze at the truth with one eye, letting their vision fade into infinity like a foresighted individual. And with the other eye, they scrutinize lies, confining their sights to arm's length like a nearsighted individual. From this, the divine in the story concludes that humans exist unfolds between foresightedness and nearsightedness, intertwined with truth and lies. Thus, they can never reach the realm of the divine, nor possess the divine mindset. Only as a whole can humanity be spoken of in the same breath as the divine. Okay, so basically, I guess we always reach too far or too close to grasp the truth of our nature. I feel like this script is like it's like talking about, what is it, the fabric of space, you know, how I don't know how to describe it. The curvature of space being shaped by gravitational forces, but fantasy. Yeah, no, they say that space is one giant cloth or something, and the planets and gravity in it shapes the cloth. Basically, what this essay is talking about, I think. But I guess understanding it is what gives you divinity. That's what they say. But Elysium, though, I feel like having Elysium as the main source of our world really implies that the same technology was used on the whole civilization. We're all in the Elysium realm. Well, not the Elysium realm, but a simulated universe using the same technology that created Elysium realm. Which they already confirmed, of course, but I wonder if the same concept for the other bubble universe that we went into. Are they also in a simulated world? Oh, this is nice. Look at that. What are you praying to, Korea? You're very focused on reading the menu. You should stand over here instead. There's no menu on where you're looking at. I know, right? I read a whole goddamn essays. Essay about space, too.
欢迎光临甜蜜蛇街。
Where I live, there's at least 27 dormant ones. God dang. That's a lot of volcanoes to be living close to Drifter. You're the largest lake in the north. It's a super volcano. Ugh. I don't know, man. Volcanoes give me the heebie-jeebies. There's something about molten lava right below the Earth's crust, waiting to pop like a cyst. It's terrifying.
哎，这不是游云老师的学生吗？是带新朋友来做客吗？
如果有时间，我倒是很想带他们品尝一下斯威特小姐的手艺呢。
The Dreamseeker briefly consulted Sweet, the restaurant owner, about what the Qingshu wanted to know.
奇怪的是啊，哦，刚刚我好像丢了一罐奶油，这个算吗？
I guess. Just wait, straw China will fill space with that. Oh my god. You know the funniest thing that I read on Reddit? It's okay. If I'm racist to my own race, I'm not racist. Just kidding, it doesn't work that way. As a Chinese person, that's true. You tell people in China that there is value in building apartments in space. They will find a way to do it. We will find a way to do it. That's how it works, okay? You say there's value in it, we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. It doesn't matter how.
有一罐开封过的奶油，也不知被人放在了哪里，突然就找不到了。
那只是你店里的人粗心大意，又不好意思承认错误吧？
不应该啊！我明明专门训练过他们，每样东西都要收纳到固定的位置。该不会是被谁偷吃了？
I accused him?
那不会啦，谁会单单把奶油拿去偷吃呀？又不是楼下书店里的那些猫咪。不过说到这个，可以麻烦大家一趟，把这桶猫饭带给安杰小姐吗？我想到了一个绝妙的发明。
We'll bring this as a reward for them. Also, I'm gonna check out this restaurant. This is so nice. Oh my god, they have a grand piano here and everything. Man, can you imagine if they let us play an actual piano? I know there's some amazing musicians out there who would take full advantage and play some amazing songs from in-game pianos.
这家店丢了一罐奶油，倒也不算有什么异常。
From experience, can't believe that. I'm typing from a funny position, no worries.
偶尔，斯威特小姐自己也会粗心大意。
不过，刚刚她提到的游云老师，是寻梦者你的老师吗？
的确，他是陈学姐和我的导师，也是数据研究所的所长。只是老师他经常出差，所以平常都是陈学姐在组织日常工作。
你这人脉条件好像很不错啊。
Well, we are a college student.
算了，本人如果毫无意识，提这个话题好像也没有任何意义。不过，出于考察任务的需要，之后请务必把我们引荐给你的老师。
当然没问题。不过老师出差一趟往往很久，1年18个月里，可能有12个月都不在研究所，甚至不在世界炮里。
等等，你刚才说什么？1年18个月？
Yeah, our years are extremely long. 6 months more than Earth.
18个月有什么问题吗？
洛星的1年就是18个月呀，1年一共668天，或者669天。
Oh my. 668 or 669. Huh. I learned a lot about Chinese from your ex. Oh my. I see. Well, I won't probe too much into that, but I see where you got your knowledge from, Drifter.
哦，我知道了，地球的1年只有300多天，所以1年不太可能有18个月，是这样吗？
那当然，1年12个月，总共365天，或者366天。
And this year we actually have 366 days. We finally have our Groundhog Day. Comes around every 3 years.
原来如此。那如果寻梦者报出自己在洛星上的年龄，是不是会被你们当成小孩子啊？
年龄也只是一个代表时间的数字而已吧。而且也有理论认为，物种的成熟年限大部分是由其所在星球的公转周期所决定的。总而言之，甜蜜舌尖这边也没什么问题。如果668百货那边也一切如常，就可以大致确定，我们在末日之矛上引发的现象，基本没有影响到附近人们的生活。
She's from Beijing. Okay. Central China. Or one of the major cities in China anyways. Not too bad of a place to live.
如果真是这样，那就
Very
再好不过了。
expensive though.
虽然是第一次来，但我很喜欢这里热热闹闹的感觉。
这也就是很普通的城市商圈吧。算了，你喜欢就好。
看来克拉丽和赫利亚的家乡也一定是个非常有意思的地方呢。
这个，大概见仁见智吧。不过现在倒也不是适合闲聊的时候。事不宜迟，我们或许还是先完成陈雪小姐布置给寻梦者的任务，然后按时抵达集合地点为好。
嘿嘿，你说的没错。
Okay.
忙里偷闲，忙里偷闲。
Check 668 Emporium. Is this 668
对于外
Emporium?
面的世界来说，
And
世界炮
Honkai Impact versions of Sephora, looks like.
你好，欢迎光临668百货商店。
戴墨，今天商店里有没有什么异常情况？陈学姐拜托我来问问你。
稍等，请允许我校验一下数据库。
Also, oh my god, you look flippin' adorable, girl. I love your outfit. Oh my god, you got thick legs. I don't know what it is, but I love those, you know, from down to up to down. What is it? Yeah, up to down. Thick shoes. That's a nice design. Reminds me of those Mussolines from Genshin. 28 million people in one huge city farm to do it. Not that I know, though. Well, yeah, I can definitely see that. It's very crowded, and yeah, very crowded. That's it. No extra details required. It's very similar here in California too. You know, at least Beijing, many people use public transportations and walking as a way to get around to places. Here in California, though, we love the traffic. The city of traffic is where I live. You want to go to work? Oh, sorry, the round trip's gonna be an hour. Minimum. If there's no traffic.
以数据研究所的标准，今日欧夏市内的所有668百货商店均无异常。不过，作为特殊事项，我已经把陈雪小姐的这项关切提交至系统后台。如果今天晚些时候668百货商店发生任何异常事件，系统都会把相关信息推送至数据研究所。
太好了，辛苦你了，戴墨。
不客气，这是今天的福利打折券，期待您再次惠顾。
Okay. I guess she doesn't know anything.
刚才和你们说话的那个声音是人工智能？
好像是这样的。
你们说戴墨吗？它是分布式机型，严格来说，每一家668百货的店员其实都是他。
She's the Catherine of Honkai Impact. Or the new Eye. Oh my god, Eye, you're getting replaced. New Eye in town. Australia country has a total of 5.1 million, and that's my country is the same size as the UK. Ah, well, it's better though. It's better that way, honestly. It's way too crowded over here where we live because most of our lands are mountains, so we're all just cramped into a valley. Like human sardines over here.
你们这个世界炮未免也太奢侈了。没事，管中窥豹，我倒是大致明白了，那种根源物质能为你们带来什么。尽管只是个世界炮，看来也相当值得我们的地球羡慕。不废话了，我们还是快点去那个什么市民大厅和松雀他们会合吧。
我想到了一个绝妙的发明。
Oh, you're called Demo. Oh, that's adorable. I like your name, Demo. A day as a teacher is athletic for life. Damn, old man, you are going through it. The rate of speed, I don't know what that is, but I know the rate of gravity is 9.86.
陈学姐，我也刚到。怎么样？你们在那些店附近有发现什么不对劲的地方吗？
9.68 or 9.86. I always get it mixed up. The speed of gravity is 9 point something. And yeah, having an actual room is nice, and also clean air. Oh, that is so true. Clean air is so... It's such a, I don't know, underappreciated thing here in California, man. We've gotten a lot better, you know, with the smog and stuff, since we used to be a factory state. People built so many factories here that polluted our sky to God knows what. Sludges our rain and stuff, you know? But, you know, there's a lot of improvements here. We can actually see the blue sky again here in California, which is fantastic. Really cleared out the area with, especially the recent rain. All the dust and chemicals caught, you know, in the raindrops. Back onto the ground to be soaked up by Mother Nature.
完全没有呢。
At least it's not in the air we breathe anymore. So that's a plus, I guess.
硬要说的话，甜蜜舌尖的斯威特小姐丢了一罐奶油，不过可能只是因为她自己粗心大意。
奶油. Oh, yeah, no, I guess it's cream. Yeah, it's cream.
果然，
Okay.
我这边的情况也是类似。
For a second there, I thought they meant condensed milk, but I think they just meant cream in this instance. So the translation
松雀
was
小
correct.
姐没有和你在一起吗？我拜托她再做一些更细致的调查，用于我们完全不同的方式。
Speaking of condensed milk, Drifter, have you ever had tea or coffee with condensed milk? It's a very popular drink in Hong Kong, you know, tea or coffee with condensed milk. They even call it Hong Kong style if you go to, like, you know, Hong Kong dedicated breakfast areas and stuff. The southern island here has the cleanest air. I'd really have to mark that down then. New Zealand, or New Zealand. Southern Island. You have? Nice, nice. How do you like it? It's okay if you don't like it. You can tell me the truth.
你们是得多依靠依靠他。
No need to force yourself if it's not your taste. But what is your opinion on it?
你是？哦，松雀那件法器的声音。
当然，我一边和克拉丽调查着琥珀街的情况，一边也跟踪着你们的进展。
与大家一样，我们在琥珀街也没有任何进展。
I can only drink tea with that added. I completely understand, yeah. It almost creates a milk tea kind of flavor with it, doesn't it? Well, I mean, yeah, it's condensed milk, it's basically milk tea. But it makes a very unique taste to teas. I really like it.
不，没有进
And
展，
both tea
这
and
同样也
coffee.
是一种进展。
哦，
别误会，我现在也无法得出具体的结论。
But to add to coffee, maybe no brown sugar added? Yeah. Yeah, I think condensed milk is so rich in flavor. Just itself alone is enough to flavor any drinks.
但是，我相信松雀。
我也是。
松雀，他到底是什么人呀？之前好像也不怎么厉害的样子。
TME is like a struggle. Oh my. I guess I can understand. I mean, I drink tea like water. I drink a lot of water too, but I drink tea basically the same amount as I drink water. It's fantastic. Especially green tea. I goddamn loved green tea, oh my god. And, you know, matcha's fine, but I actually like the tea leaves green tea a little more.
这的确是个好问题。松雀的伙伴，你觉得我们应该谁来介绍这
Just
件
never
事
been able to drink it. Nah, no worries, Drifter. I understand. I understand. However, there's just so many types of tea out there. Maybe you just haven't found the type of tea you enjoy.
那还是你来吧。从我的角度介绍，事情难免会有时偏颇。
Coffee and me, well, sometimes things just work well together. That's good. Good to hear that you have a favorite drink.
好呀，正好借着这里的展板，我也帮这位寻梦者补习历史知识。
Oh no.
山巅一寺一壶酒。
Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Okay, let's, I guess take the
后面是什么来
history
着？
history lesson and then call it a day. Because I have a feeling this is gonna take a while.
逛逛街吧。
Tried a few teas. Oh, what kinds have you tried? I am very fascinated. Oops. Yeah, have not found one yet. No, that's too. Oh my goodness, I was correct. Have not found one yet, huh? Well, keep trying, Drifter. Well, or maybe not, don't worry. Maybe tea is just not one of the things you enjoy in life, and that's okay. About the Great Eruption, author Shang Li, 16th mayor of Oxia. There is a viewpoint that considers the so-called Great Eruption as an exaggeration. In their eyes, apart from the change in the world's dimensions, the disasters of over a century ago has little effect on the citizens of Oxia City today. I wouldn't say this is an erroneous view, but it does not help us understand our true situation in the universe. Present-day Oxia is like an independent bubble universe. This means that, compared to the external galaxy we cannot currently reach, it has its own independent length, width, depth, and even time. Therefore, I suggest that all citizens of Oxia who has lived in this environment since birth imagine this. In the past, there was an extremely glorious civilization, which simultaneously possessed hundreds of cities, much more prosperous than the Oxia today. The Great Eruption was a terrifying disaster that systematically erased them. Let's rewind back to the 33rd day of the 14th month of the year 2185 of the old calendar. The scholars of the old world had predicted this day arrived. After thousands of years of brewing, a force of dark energy unstoppable by humans tore apart the entire world on that day, exposing the sea of data to everyone. Originally, according to those scholars' calculations, every world sheltered by the anchor of the apocalypse had a chance to survive independently as a bubble universe. But reality is far more cruel than theory. We have no way of knowing the fate of other cities. At least, the sea of data that appeared before our ancestors is consistently eroding the land beneath our feet. In just a few months, Minghai and Baiyu had turned into ruins, and the surviving Lingshu and Oxia are also on the brink of destruction. Of course, we eventually managed to overcome these difficulties, but the price was the land, wealth, and even lives of our ancestors. In order to resist the Great Eruption and fend off the erosion from the Sea of Data, Oxia was forced to transform the entire Lingshu into its foundation. People of that era almost gave up everything to secure a comfortable and free living space for us today. The Great Eruption did indeed happen, and such disasters may happen again one day in the future. I know that with the self-reliance and strength of Oxia, many people believe that this history is long gone, and today's society is peaceful and prosperous. But all of this is precisely the result of our collective efforts, not the natural state of the world. Building a happy life often takes decades, but destroying it may only take a moment. Born in adversity, died in comforts. This is an ancient saying from a phoenix continent, and I hope every citizen of Oxia still remembers it. I'm guessing this phoenix continent is our dear friend Fu Hua. But yeah, I haven't found many English types. But we have a lot of Chinese tea, and 12% of the total population here is Asian. Biggest amount being Chinese. I'm not too surprised, yeah. Yeah. We migrate everywhere. We spread out. We spread our fingers in every corner of the world, just about. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, the Great Eruption. I still don't know. Huh. Man, I really should finish the story of part 1. I feel like understanding the ending of part 1 will really understand how Oxia, the city that our protag in part 2 is living in, came to being. But it looks like Oxia was created because of another eruption that happened many years ago that, you know, plunged the world into a sea of data. I wonder if the Great Eruption was the last fight Kiana had with Kevin on the moon, or was it another eruption that occurred? Because if we recall in part 1, when Kiana fought with Kevin, all of the people in the world was plunged into a dreamlike state to be turned into stigmatas. And the ones, you know, who did not turn into stigmatas just straight up die. You either turn into a stigmata or you don't live. I wonder if this means that, you know, we quote unquote saved the world, but now since everyone's are stigmatas, they have to be virtually stored. Huh.
这里展示的是100年前人们建立欧夏市的历史。当时正值大崩坏的前夜，本征世界的落星已经岌岌可危。在这样的状况下，有一群志愿者，他们决定巧妙地利用大崩坏中的力量，创造出一个可以不受崩坏影响的世界炮，让人们在其中安居乐业。
I myself am an Asian, so I'm more of a neighbor to Asia. I see. Well, good to have you as a neighbor, dear Drifter. You are a friendly fella.
的确，历史老师是这么讲的。所以，你是说那种力量？
那种力量在一些非官方史料中被称作影中诅咒。根据他们的说法，在100年前的欧夏，影子原本是一种恐怖的存在，是大崩坏的具体表现。
难道说狼丘就是？
哎，别急着下判断。在那些非官方的记载中，对抗大崩坏的奇迹被归结在了少数几个人的身上，说他们牺牲自我，让新生的欧夏市得以一劳永逸地摆脱外界的影响。不过，比起有7个伟大的存在将我们从大崩坏中拯救了出来，更多人还是愿意相信是无数普通人同舟共济，帮助我们的文明度过了那次危机。比如说，对，克利亚小姐，在你们的星球上应该也有过造物主或者救世神之类的传说吧？
New Zealand is like the Canada at the bottom of the world. I see. That makes sense. I really need to check on a map. I forget where New Zealand is. Because most maps here in America have, you know, America in the center of the world. I really need to look at a more globe-like map to get a better understanding. Oh, thank you for the hydration redemption. I am getting a little dry here. I was about to turn into a freeze-dried strawberry. God dang.
回想你的同胞们对于这些存在的不同态度，你应该就能理解我所说的话了。
Yeah, New Zealand is easy to find, I agree. It's just I'm bad at reading maps, so this one's on me.
我的确能理解，只是
情况有所不同。 在我们的家乡确实有活生生的神存在，
Similar to ring
你甚
books.
至能在联机游戏里查询到他惨不忍睹的战绩。
I don't really read Lord of the Ring books, but I have heard it's really good. So one of these days I will give it a check. Give it a read.
地球的情况确实特殊一些，即使不谈地球之神、崩坏兽、律者，甚至崩坏病，这些也或许都是我们那里独有的现象。
确实都是一些陌生的词汇呢。
No map, as we're just fairy tales with.
对乐行来说，
No.
曾经困扰我们的大崩坏，概括起来非常
I
单
feel
纯
like,。if anything, it's because New Zealand is such a peaceful country that, you know, doesn't really plunge into the world of politics, which is fantastic. You want to stay off the radar of Americas. You don't really want to be the main target here. We can see what happens if you are, and, you know, examples of being China.
在100余年前的某一天，洛星的学者们突然发现，本征世界正在被一股暗能量缓缓撕裂。他们意识到，尽管原理不明，自己的世界正不可逆地向着数据之海下沉。如果那个时代的人们不有所行动，世界的结局将显而易见。毕竟那些已经沉入其中的部分，全都变成了根源物质和凌乱的数据。
对世界炮来说，那的确是他们的终焉。不过，既然他们已经度过了大崩坏，难道是也有人像幽兰戴尔前辈曾经做到过的那样？等等，你刚才说，有7个伟大的存在将我们从大崩坏中拯救了出来。
7. I feel like there's way more than 7 in our universe with Kiana. Although I guess they might not be counting, you know, background characters, quotes and quotes.
在这个版本的故事里，他们是怎么做到的？
The US have used their military before? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that is true, I suppose. They have, haven't they? The US really do be building bases on all foreign lands.
不知道。我见过的此类记载都含糊其辞，也因此和正史相比，他们显得不够可信。但从另一方面来说，假使这些人的确存在，他们原本也不能被视为普通人。
New Zealand's on good terms. That is, yeah, I have. Yeah, that is true, that is true. New Zealand and US do have really good terms, which is good. Actually, is New Zealand part of the UN? I'm not sure, but I don't know, man. I don't get too much into politics. I try to stay out of it. Because every time I try to read about politics, I feel like I get a headache. People of politics, I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's supposed to be simple, but since they want to become more important, they made it overly complicated just so normal people, you know, don't take the effort to understand them unless they have to. But they
据
can't
说
bring their
失传的
ships
笔记
in.
小说《七术异法》曾经记载，
I can't under-
早在大
Ooh.
崩坏之前的年代，作为术，这7位已经在江湖中无人不晓了。
Are you? Okay, now wait a minute. We can recognize some of these silhouettes. This is the dude who was talking to her, yellow-haired girl. So the despair or the fear-eating sphere does not originally belong to her. Does that mean she is the personification of that device? It was probably her voice that we're hearing then. That one just looks straight up like Kafka, but I don't know who that is. I think I saw a trailer for this girl. Her hairstyle looks very familiar, but I could be wrong. Also, you look like the girl we've seen in Genshin. One of the Harbingers. Although the Harbinger in Genshin definitely did not have this little diamond on their head though. Huh. And we definitely have not seen the leader yet. I cannot recognize her silhouette at all.
甚至在欧夏市建立之初，还有人会将他们称呼为离去的人神。
British ships, since most are nuclear powered and are not allowed in our waters, and since New Zealand is a nuclear-free zone. Ah, huh. Good to learn. I never knew that. That's good though. You definitely don't want. Yeah. Here in America, we're pretty radiated. I wonder if there's ever will be a time when a person is so radioactive they cannot allow the person to enter another country because they count as radioactive objects. So these are new elf or playable characters. Yeah, I suppose so. And I'm surprised that we actually have a male character here. Look at that.
树，
法莫如显，而术不逾线的术。与其说这是7位具体化的人，倒不如说是7种手段。
Never knew that because no, Drifter. I'm just not very well versed in the global states of the world. Oh, I've really been influenced by America. What can I say? I surround myself in delicious American culture rather than experiencing and tasting the diverse world that's out there.
对抗大崩坏的手段吗？不，那可并非他们原本的职责。让他们被称为术的，正是与恐惧相关的影中诅咒。难道说松雀的？嗯哼，在这些记载中，松雀奇人不仅仅是七术的一员，而且他作为术的手段，还是欺瞒。
To find New Zealand, you must have the ring of power and have a habit to travel, as they will leave. A hobbit to travel as they will lead the way. Okay, Drifter. Next time I attempt to travel to New Zealand, I will make sure I have the ring of power and a hobbit to travel with me. Journey to the Neverlands. I also try to find a blue sword that glows.
他所能欺骗的对象，甚至包括物理法则。
我不了解你们提到的所谓记载，但松雀是欺瞒之术，这一点的确如此。就像也有人称我为弃用之术一样，尽管这种叫法名不副实。
看来那些传说，倒也不全是捕风捉影。享乐、殉死、结合、破气。
Just end up in Hamilton. Oh dear.
欺瞒。最后2位现在已经对上了。
From pleasure to sacrifice, union to destruction, falsehood to gadgets, and now deception. The last 2 have already emerged. Yeah, we've seen these 2. We've seen the dude and the scow. We have not seen the rest yet, though.
Ah.
This is where my sister lives. I see. I'm assuming your sister must be a hobbit?
那里。如果刚才那些说法可以采信，或许。
Although I have to say, the hobbit hoes, honestly, look, the little mountains they live in is so cute. I would live in one. I feel like I'm short enough. I'm only 5'2". I can probably fit in as a rather tall hobbit, honestly. Can't even Google hobbit. It is? Oh my god. I wonder if the houses are similar to the ones in the movie.
一位神
That'd
正
be so
准备和我
amazing
们
to
重新
visit.
会合。
I hope there are hotels there. It's based off the movie. That'd be amazing. Compared to she's definitely opposite. She's, oh, Jeffter. You're giving me some older brother vibes. Are you the older brother or are you the younger brother? Not long ago.
欺瞒之术。看来那些貌似荒诞不经的记载，其来有自。
哈，虚名而已。但如果真要问出个一二，虽说是虚名，那也是货真价实的虚名呢。
别误会，我倒是没有考量真实性的意愿。
I see, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Somehow the younger sibling always overtakes the older sibling. But the oldest is shortest, yeah. I am also the eldest in my family, and also somehow ended up being the shortest as well. Oh, it is quite unfortunate.
作为欧夏以外的存在，你能了解到这么多关于树的事，这原本就相当值得玩味。而在你的视角中，欧夏和郎丘也的确同出一源。
我倒是没有那么确定。 因为这里和我记忆中的欧夏区别实在是太大了。
但在100多年前，欧夏和廊丘也的确都是古安河城的4乡之一。连我们这栋楼不都叫做安和大厦吗？
However, now the real question is your middle sister falling into the stereotype of the forgotten middle child? Or does she make herself known?
安和城啊，廊丘、明海、白羽、欧夏，哎，没错没错，的确是分成4个城区呢。
你看，这至少可以证明，在数据之海中，我们彼此的世界绝不是相互孤立的存在。既然如此，我接下来的这个建议也就顺理成章了。
Definitely fave? Okay, wow, look at that. Your middle sister breaking the stereotype. Fantastic. And now...
综上所述，寻梦者，在老师结束这一次的外出考察回来之前，眼前这些事情就作为你这一学期的研究课题吧。有什么问题吗？毕竟你是唯一的亲历者，而且这件事也对你补习历史很有好处。
不对，重点不在这里吧？这整件事可是与末日之矛直接相关，把它作为一个1年级学生的研究课题，未免也太拖大了吧？
如果没有亲手搞砸些什么东西，你成长的轨迹未免就太不牢靠了。以研究课题而言，你不是已经结交了不少身怀绝技的协助者吗？
I suppose so. And we even have one of the world savers here?
放心吧，如果真出现了什么麻烦，研究所当然不会坐视不理。我也的确希望能由你们出面，解决当前潜伏在欧夏和廊丘2地的危机。
从这件事总归可以由我来兜底的角度，你们也确实拥有放手去做的资本。
你平常怎么对我就没有这么好的脾气啊？
刚才帮你带路的那个欧夏机器人对你的态度应该很好吧？世界上大部分人能够和谐相处的一大前提，就是并不了解彼此。
虽然我以前是当过江湖骗子，但你也不用这样来揭短吧？
啊，关于寻梦者的研究课题，我倒是有一个和揭短相关的主意。放心，不是揭你的短啦。我只是在想，从我们自己的优势出发，这个研究课题或许可以从历史着手。毕竟从欧夏这边的情形来说，松雀和他所属的七术都是历史当中的人物嘛。当然，我们不能抛下克拉丽不管。只是关于那种末日之矛，凭我们自己好像也研究不出什么。
这是不错的一步。如果各位缺乏上手的思路，关于末日之矛的研究，暂时放在我这边推进，也更为妥当。
那就拜托陈学姐了。不过希娜，这和揭短究竟有什么关系？
那当然要问松雀啦。如果我们之后对历史有所发现，难道不会有相当的可能和你的个人隐私有关吗？
这个嘛，我觉得倒是不会。毕竟，即使被算作树的一员，我那时也只是个平平无奇的小人物呀。
I highly doubt that.
而且，当初我们离开这儿，该说是当初让你们离开的时候，可没打算过让两边能再见着呀。大家或许也不能把预期提得太高呢。
但从他这的视角明确事情的前因后果，对现状也的确有所帮助。
哎，等等，你今天怎么说话总是胳膊肘向外拐呀？亏我以前每天都夸你好看呢。
那都是多久之前的事了？
看来接下来要做的事，已经基本有眉目了。我这边会继续推进针对末日之矛的调查，而寻梦者，你们可以按希娜的想法行动。在我看来，从图书馆开始你们的研究就很不错。
那我也来参加关于末日之矛的调查吧。
哦，没想到你在营救我这件事上还挺积极。只是这样一来，寻梦者，你要不要暂时把这个名叫绝的法器交给陈雪和赫利亚保管？
Okay. Fine by me.
既然他也算是树的一员，那还是一边一个比较有效率吧。之前是松雀跟着陈雪，现在正好对调，很合理吧？
无法反驳。
哼，这下倒是不会胳膊肘向外拐了呢。
With a unanimous decision on the next course of action, The group happily reached an agreement. In the vast expanse of time, they probably couldn't fathom the need to regret their decisions at this moment, considering the unforeseeable grand undertaking that lays ahead. Perhaps only one peculiar entity can be considered an exception for now.
多尼戈尔
Oh dear. Also, due to where I live in New Zealand, I'm considered an orc since I live in Auckland or Orkland. I see. What an interesting named area. Well, you know, in animes at least, orcs have been given a pretty good light recently. Not too bad of a species.
原来是这样吗？
What are you doing? Excuse me? Will you suck
晴
it out
朗
of
的日
me?
子里，有时候
Are
也
you
会想
taking
和
your
太阳聊
power?
聊天呢。
Oh my god, it's literally just sucking us and behind us. What's she doing? Alright, well that's it for now. We'll do the next parts next time. Some more things for our little girl. Well, not our little girl, it makes it sound like our daughter, but for our little puppy girl? I guess. Collect some delicious rewards. What is this? Why are we expanding? Oh, achievements, I see. Yep, lots of story achievements. Rewards aren't too great, but rewards nonetheless. Shoes notes. Dusty Old Volume. I think we already read that, so I'm not gonna read it again. Oxygen, all the things we've collected. Goodness, there's too much, just too much of this. Maybe one of these days, if we're bored out of our mind, we'll sit down and read all of them, but for now, ain't nobody got time for that. Have not seen Raku Hai. What an interesting name. What in the world is Raku Hai? Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll see it. I'll be sure to keep my eyes out for that street name though. Or town name, I suppose. Alright, and that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for being here. Always being so supportive, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night's sleep. It's a half elf crossed with an orc. I see. What an interesting thing. Huh. Very specific too. But yeah. Bye bye everyone. Until next time. Bye.